Hello students, today I am going to discuss the complement of a set, its properties and the De Morgan's law which is based on these complements. Okay, so you can see that if U is a universal set and if there is a set A which is a subset of this universal set, then the complement of set A with respect to this universal set is denoted by A dash or by writing C here, okay, or U minus A, and it is defined as a set of all those elements which are all those elements of universal set which are not in set A. For example, let us take set A as 2, 4, 6, 8. So this is set A and universal set U as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is your universal set and this is your set A. So when you find the complement of A dash, that is defined as what? That is defined as U minus A. तो कॉम्प्लीमेंट जब भी आपको फाइंड करना होगा किसी भी सेट का, आप उस सेट को यूनिवर्सल सेट से माइनस कर दोगे. So A dash is U minus A and this U minus A contains all those elements of universal set which are not in A. We see that set A contains 2, 4, 6, 8. It means the elements 1, 3, 5, 7 are not present in set A. So when you find the complement of A that contains all the elements of U except the elements of A, so that will be 1, 3, 5, 7. Okay, तो देख लो यहाँ पर A में क्या है, A में है 2, 4, 6, 8 और यूनिवर्सल सेट में है 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. तो जब हम A डैश लिखते हैं, कॉम्प्लीमेंट लिखते हैं, तो क्या करते हैं वहाँ पर हम U का वो एलिमेंट लिखेंगे जो A में नहीं है. तो U का कौन सा एलिमेंट A में नहीं है? 1, 3, 5, 7. ये चार एलिमेंट है U का जो A में नहीं है and these four elements constitute your complement, that is A dash. And mathematically we write this A dash as it is a set of all x such that x belongs to U and x does not belongs to A. So this is the mathematical definition of the complement of a set, that all the elements of this set are present in U but they are not present in set A. So this is the mathematical definition. Now how is it represented? Using the Venn diagrams, let us see. See, I have drawn one rectangle. You know that this rectangle represents your universal set, and I have drawn this set A which contains the element 2, 4, 6, 8. And you also know that the remaining elements of this universal set, that is 1, 3, 5, 7, they are written anywhere inside this rectangle. Now the complement of this set A is represented by shading all these parts except A. Okay, तो A के अलावा बाकी जो भी पार्ट है उसको आप शेडिंग कर दीजिए. So you can see that this shaded part other than A represents your complement of set A, and you can see that this shaded part include the elements 1, 3, 5, 7, and we have also obtained here 1, 3, 5, 7. So this is the representation of complement using the Venn diagrams. So now let us discuss some properties of complement of set. The first property of complements is the law of complements. So first one is law of complements. Now what is law of complements? According to this, A union A dash equal to universal set and A intersection A dash equal to phi. So it is obvious that if you find the union of A and A dash, you get the universal set, and if you find its intersection, you get null set. That you can see by taking some suitable example, or also you can verify by drawing the Venn diagrams. For example, let us take the universal set which we had taken just now, that U equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. A equal to 2, 4, 6, 8. This example we had taken just now. So this A dash, you know that this A dash will be U minus A, and this is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7. So we have obtained this A dash here. Now if you find the union of A and A dash, see what will you get? When you find the union of A and A dash, we observe that it contains all the elements of A and A dash, and that is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And observe that this is nothing but your universal set. It means A union A dash is your universal set. So this is your first property. If you take the second one, A intersection A dash. Now observe, is there anything common in this A and A dash? This is your A, this is your A dash, and we observe that not a single element is common in both A and A dash, and therefore this A intersection A dash is phi, or empty set. This is what I have written here. So this was your first law. Second one is law of double complementation. Now what is this law of double complementation? It's a very simple thing. It says that if you find the complement of a set, observe that this A dash is the complement of set A, and this means you are again finding the complement of complement, so that is A. Again you can see from here that A dash is 1, 3, 5, 7. So when you find the complement of this, it means you subtract this A dash from universal set, because this is your A dash. You know that whenever you find the complement of some set, you subtract it from the universal set. Like here, I found the complement of A, so I subtracted this A from the universal set. Here you can see that I am finding the complement of A dash, so you will subtract this A dash from universal set U. So what do you get? From this U universal set, if you subtract this A dash, it means if you subtract this 1, 3, 5, 7, you get 2, 4, 6, 8. And this 2, 4, 6, 8 is nothing but set A. Okay, so this is U minus A dash. Third one, that is laws of empty sets and universal sets. Now in this we write that phi dash equal to U and U dash equal to phi. These are laws of empty sets and universal sets. Now phi dash, what is phi dash? You can see that when you find the complement of phi dash, it means phi is what? Null set. When you find its complement, you subtract this from U. You subtract this phi from U. Now U is universal set and this phi is null set. So when you subtract this null set from U, then you get this universal set itself. When you subtract, this from U, you get this universal set because this is null set, no element is there, so this is equal to U. And similarly, when you find the complement of universal set, that is U dash, when you find U dash, in that case you subtract this U from U and you get phi, null set. Okay, so we have discussed three laws. First one is law of complements, then law of double complementation, and laws of empty sets and universal sets, and the last one is De Morgan's laws. So now I am going to discuss the De Morgan's laws. De Morgan's law, you can see that these two are De Morgan's law, that if A and B are any two sets, then A union B whole dash is equal to A dash intersection B dash, and A intersection B whole dash is equal to A dash union B dash. This law is very important. It is used in this chapter sets as well as in the last chapter, that is your probability. Now I am going to prove this law, but before proving this, let us revise something. कुछ रिवाइज कर लेते हैं. और क्या रिवाइज करना है? You know that A union B is written as X belongs to A और X belongs to B. ये ध्यान दीजिए, ये आप लोगों ने पहले पढ़ा हुआ है that A union B is a set of all X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Therefore, if X belongs to A union B is given, then we write X belongs to A or X belongs to B. ठीक से देख लीजिए, A यूनियन B का डेफिनेशन क्या होता है? X belongs to A और X belongs to B. तो अगर कहीं पर इस टाइप का स्टेटमेंट है कि X belongs to A यूनियन B, तो आप लिखोगे X belongs to A और X belongs to B. But if this changes to does not belongs to, okay, if you are getting X does not belongs to A union B, in that case this or gets converted into AND. यानी वहाँ पे क्या लिखोगे? X belongs to A and X does not belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. तो ये चीज़ आपको याद रखना है. फर्स्ट ये वाला पॉइंट, सेकंड ये वाला पॉइंट, कि A यूनियन B का डेफिनेशन में और है. तो अगर X belongs to लिखा हुआ A यूनियन B, इट मीन्स X इज सम एलिमेंट ऑफ A यूनियन B. और अगर A यूनियन B का एलिमेंट है, इसका मतलब वो A का एलिमेंट भी हो सकता है और या B का एलिमेंट भी हो सकता है. सो इन दैट केस वी राइट और. ओके, बट इफ इट इज गिवन दैट X डज नॉट बिलोंग्स टू A यूनियन B, अगर A यूनियन B में नहीं है कोई एलिमेंट, तो इसका मतलब ये है कि वो एलिमेंट ना तो A में है ना तो B में है. ओके, ये यूजिंग द कॉमन सेंस. सो हियर if this sign is given that X does not belongs to A union B, then this or changes to AND. We write X does not belongs to A and X does not belongs to B. Similarly, A intersection B, by definition we write X belongs to A and X belongs to B. ये definition हम लोग लिखते हैं. तो अगर आपके प्रॉब्लम में दिया हुआ है that X belongs to A intersection B, in that case we write X belongs to A, intersection में AND होता है तो यहाँ लिखोगे X belongs to B. तो X is some element. If that belongs to A intersection B, it means that must be common to both A and B. So we write X belongs to A and X belongs to B. But again, if it is given that X does not belongs to A intersection B, then what happens? As I have discussed here, in that case this AND gets converted into OR. So in that case we write X does not belongs to A or X does not belongs to B. मतलब अगर इंटरसेक्शन में कोई एलिमेंट नहीं है इसका मतलब या तो ए में नहीं है या बी में नहीं है. So this logic is important and we are going to use this logic while proving this one. One more thing which will be required is x belongs to A implies x does not belongs to A dash, and its reverse order we write x belongs to A dash implies x does not belongs to A. तो अगर ये सब क्लियर हो गया आपको कि कहाँ पर और यूज होगा, कहाँ पर एंड यूज होगा, तो आप बहुत इजीली सॉल्व कर सकते हो. द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज टू टेक केयर ऑफ और एंड एंड, बिकॉज और मीन्स यूनियन एंड मीन्स इंटरसेक्शन. ओके, सो नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू प्रूव दिस. लेट्स से and for proving this I am taking the first part here. Now if you have to prove that this is equal to this one, then we need to prove that this is a subset of this one and this is a subset of this one. For that, let us take x as some element. So let x be an arbitrary element of A union B dash. It means x is some element of complement of A union B. Therefore, x belongs to A union B whole dash. So according to this, I have started by taking one element x which belongs to the complement of A union B. That is, x belongs to A union B dash. And I have written here that if x belongs to A dash, then x does not belongs to A. So from this you can write x does not belongs to A union B, because it belongs to its complement. It means it does not belongs to A union B. And if x does not belongs to A union B, observe, if x does not belongs to A union B, then we write x does not belongs to A and x does not belongs to B. So from this we write x does not belongs to A and x does not belongs to B. अब x A में भी नहीं है, B में भी नहीं है, तो कहाँ पर होगा? So x does not belongs to A means x belongs to what? A dash. Okay, so we write x belongs to A dash and x belongs to B dash. Okay, because x is not present in A implies that x is present in its complement, and similarly if x does not belongs to set B, it means it belongs to its complement. अब अगर and दिया हुआ है x belongs to A and x belongs to B, ठीक है, यहाँ पर सिर्फ A और B की जगह A dash B dash दिया हुआ है. In that case we write that x belongs to A intersection B. So here it will be x belongs to A dash intersection B dash. So observe that I started by taking any arbitrary element x which belongs to A union B whole dash, and after performing this step we find that the same element x belongs to this A dash intersection B dash. It means the elements of this are present in this one, and therefore we can say that this A union B whole dash is a subset of A dash intersection B dash. Okay, so we observe that x belongs to A dash intersection B dash, therefore A union B whole dash is a subset of A dash intersection B dash. I have given this sign because it is not a proper subset, because we have to show that both are equal. Now conversely, what we do now, we take one more element y and we write let y be an arbitrary element of A dash intersection B dash. So in the first case I had taken the element from A union B whole dash, मतलब LHS से हमने element लिया था, and now I am taking this element Y from A dash intersection B dash. Therefore Y belongs to A dash intersection B dash implies that Y belongs to A dash and Y belongs to B dash. Okay, because there is intersection sign, so this implies that Y belongs to A dash and Y belongs to B dash. Now from this you can say that Y does not belongs to A and Y does not belongs to B. क्योंकि हमने यहाँ पे डिस्कस किया था that if Y belongs to A dash then it does not belongs to A. ये दो केस हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर डिस्कस किया हुआ था अभी. तो वही चीज़ लिखना है कि Y अगर बिलोंग कर रहा है A डैश को तो Y बिलोंग नहीं करेगा A को, and if Y belongs to B dash then Y does not belongs to B. So using this you can write that Y does not belongs to A union B, because यहाँ पे हम लोगों ने लिखा हुआ है कि X does not belongs to A and X does not belongs to B implies X does not belongs to A union B. Similarly, we write Y does not belongs to A union B. It means your Y belongs to A union B dash. Okay. तो अगर A union B को बिलोंग नहीं कर रहा है मीन्स ऑब्वियसली Y किसको बिलोंग कर रहा है? A union B dash को बिलोंग कर रहा है. And from this we can say that A dash intersection B dash is a subset of A union B whole dash. So once again second part देख लो. In this I have taken one element Y which belongs to A dash intersection B dash, and we have to show that this same element belongs to A union B whole dash. So to prove this I have taken this element Y, and Y belongs to A dash intersection B dash implies that Y belongs to A dash and Y belongs to B dash. क्योंकि यहाँ पर हम लोगों ने डिस्कस किया हुआ है कि इंटरसेक्शन का मतलब क्या है? एंड. ठीक है, तो ये सारा चीज़ हम लोगों ने यहाँ पर डिस्कस किया हुआ है. और हमने ये भी डिस्कस किया था that X belongs to A dash means X does not belongs to A. तो यहाँ लिखा है Y belongs to A dash, so it means that Y does not belongs to A, and similarly here Y does not belongs to B. Again see here, if X does not belongs to A and X does not belongs to B, then that means X does not belongs to A union B. So using the same logic we say that Y does not belongs to A union B. And if Y does not belongs to A union B, then obviously it belongs to A union B dash. So again observe that I have taken this Y as some element of A dash intersection B dash, and we observe that this Y is also an element of A union B whole dash. So we can say that this A dash intersection B dash is a subset of A union B dash. हम लोग बोल सकते हैं कि ये इसका सबसेट है. सबसेट इसलिए है क्योंकि y जो है वो कोई रैंडम एलिमेंट है. सो यू कैन से दैट दिस y रिप्रेजेंट्स एनी एलिमेंट ऑफ दिस सेट. इट इज वैलिड फॉर ऑल द एलिमेंट्स. सो this is subset of this one. So now let it be number 1 and let it be number 2. So from 1 and 2 what can you write? So from 1 and 2 you can write that A union B whole dash is equal to A dash intersection B dash. So this is the proof of first part, because to show that these two are equal it is sufficient to show that this is a subset of this one and this is a subset of this one. So this is the proof of first part. Please write it down, and after this I am going to solve the proof of second part which is similar to this one. This is the proof of second part, and this one is similar to what we have done in the first part. So here also I have taken X as in some arbitrary element which belongs to this A intersection B whole dash. Okay, therefore X belongs to A intersection B whole dash implies that X does not belongs to A intersection B. तो जब भी कॉम्प्लीमेंट दिया रहेगा आप इसको इस फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो. You can say that X does not belongs to A intersection B. And if X does not belongs to A intersection B, means X does not belongs to A or X does not belongs to B. So from this we write X does not belongs to A or X does not belongs to B. Now if X does not belongs to A, it means what? It means that X belongs to A dash or X belongs to B dash. ठीक है? And X belongs to A dash or X belongs to B dash implies that X belongs to A dash union B dash. क्योंकि और दिया हुआ है, belongs to दिया हुआ है, so in this case we write that X belongs to A dash union B dash. जब और दिया रहेगा तो. So again observe that I had taken this X as the element of A intersection B whole dash, and we find that now this is the element of A dash union B dash. It means this is a subset of this one because its elements are present in this set. Therefore, we can say that this A intersection B whole dash is a subset of A dash union B dash. Let it be number 1. Now I am going to take one element Y which belongs to this A dash union B dash. So let Y be an arbitrary element of A dash union B dash. यही चीज़ हम लोगों ने फर्स्ट पार्ट के प्रूफ में भी किया था. पहले हमने एक एलिमेंट लिया था X LHS से और इसके बाद हमने एक एलिमेंट लिया था Y RHS से. तो यहाँ भी here also I am taking one element Y which belongs to A dash union B dash. Therefore Y belongs to A dash union B dash implies that Y belongs to A dash or Y belongs to B dash. तो इसका मतलब है Y बिलोंग कर रहा है किसको? A dash को और Y belongs to B dash. It means Y does not belongs to A or Y does not belongs to B. तो Y does not belongs to A और Y does not belongs to B. उसका मतलब क्या होता है? उसका मतलब है that Y does not belongs to A intersection B. So from this we write that Y does not belongs to A intersection B. And if Y does not belongs to A intersection B, क्या मतलब होगा इसका? It means that Y belongs to A intersection B whole dash. तो यहाँ आपने देखा कि हम लोगों ने जो एलिमेंट लिया था RHS से लिया था A dash union B dash और सेम एलिमेंट LHS में है A intersection B whole dash में. It means we can say that this is a subset of this one. So we can say that A dash union B dash is a subset of A intersection B whole dash. Okay, so from 1 and 2. So from 1 and 2, because both are subsets of each other, so we can write that A intersection B whole dash is equal to A dash union B dash. Okay, so this is the proof of De Morgan's law. In the next video, I will solve exercise 1.5, which is based on the complement of set. Okay, so please write it down.